Yo, welcome everybody. And I immediately regret being that excited about my introduction. Hello. As you may or may not know, sorry, I have been a little sick. Been a heck of a week or two. Yo, and thank you all so much for all of the subs and resubs.
60.
We've
That's
had
almost
a
2 years
ton
ago.
of you. And I really do greatly appreciate it. Oh. So I've been gone for about a week. I've been just very, very sick and also working well sick. Got stung by a wasp. I don't know how bumpy it still is. It's been a time. It's been a time. There's some good news. I've been, working on my hand. Finger's a little bit better. And hey, I'm back. We can play some games again and get back into the schedule. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you again, all the people that subbed and resubbed already. Good to see you, Grimmeth and Zoffer and Sponge and Ghidorah and Surf Wizard and Madame Adversary and Kennedy. Mr. Skennedy. I do really appreciate it. For those that don't know, this is Geneforge 2. It's a 20-year-old computer RPG, so kind of like top-down, isometric, just like a Baldur's Gate 2 or Planescape Torment, like that style. That just got a remake this year from Spiderweb Software. It is a solo dev. I'm going to really quickly run down the most basic elements of the plot that I can so far, because obviously we're on part 12. There's a lot that's happened. But we have the whole series up on YouTube. I've been uploading all of them, so you can go and check out the full playlist there. We are a Shaper, which is a cabal of wizards that essentially controls all the known world. And it's supposed to be it's supposed to control the entire world. Kind of find out that's not entirely true, but they're incredibly powerful because they have found a way to use their magic to shape organic matter, shapers, into whatever forms they want through experimentation. And what that means is that they have created a bunch of different like monsters and other things to do their bidding. So when we have our party here, we actually just create a party at any point that we want. And so like we can just make a thing and then that will be part of our party. So the only character that can that matters if it dies is our own. That being said, some of the things they've also created are the Serviles, which are a sentient race of beings that they make be servants, slaves. And the general plot so far is that we were told by the Shaper Council as an apprentice to accompany an agent of the Shapers, a higher-up wizard kind of thing, to come to, essentially, there's a lot of lore in this series, and it's really, really cool. It's the best part about this, honestly. And we're supposed to come to these Dry Peak Mountains and check in on a remote kind of like experimental facility / colony that they have up here. And we find out that the two Shapers that we were to check in on, one of them said to be dead. He's not actually. So we kind of start investigating, and that they've actually brought a bunch of Serviles over from an experimental island from the first game called Susha Island, and they've rebelled. So they've formed all these little societies, and we have the Awakened and the Takers, and now the Barzites, who are part of one of the Shapers who wants to overthrow the Shapers to become even more powerful himself. So all of these different factions that are all fighting each other, and we're kind of having to decide where we're going with that. So we're in the middle of determining our allegiances, if that makes sense. One of the cool things about this game and this series, so far from what I've played, is that it's really open-ended in a way that games back in 2004 just weren't for this style of game, especially. Where, like, when you come into here, it says, find out what happened to the two Shapers, because that's your mission from the Council, and it gives you that as a quest. That's your main quest. If you want to just do that and then fucking get out, you can do it. Like, how much you engage with it is very much up to you, the player, and as to how much you want to roleplay it. It's really kind of cool. Alright. But right now we're on the search for Essia, another Shaper that we're trying to get because we're looking for... It's not afraid to be goofy a little bit too. We're looking for shrubberies for a drake that wants to garden. It's... Don't worry about it. It's really good. Grimwing, of course. Yeah, thank you for being so patient with me over the last little week or so as I've been very under the weather. Even today, I thought that I was feeling a lot better, and I wanted to be on, like, 2 hours ago. But then I just passed out, like, at my desk kind of thing, because I've been so tired from being sick. I'm just really fatigued. But we're up and good now. These are the ruins of a small Shaper colony. Not unusual for these mountains, though someone partially rebuilt them a few years ago. From here, traps were built and placed to block the roads. Now, the wiry, twisted trees that infest the area are tearing the buildings apart again. These trees were probably a failed Shaper experiment that escaped. The works of the Shapers consume the works of the Shapers. Oh god, right. Right. Okay. Yeah, so this is an experimental valley, and it has like a bunch of these traps here. We have really good mechanics, so I'm gonna try and shut these off as fast as possible. Okay. And thankfully I can. Yeah, if I remember correctly, that was why we were searching for Essia, right? It was to help out... God, we have a lot of quests. The Knight with Needs, there we go. Yeah, Drake Grimwing needs 5 fine, healthy, tall shrubberies. And it's just some Shapers we might talk to, and one of them's Essia. Sorry, I had to remind myself. It has been a week. Well... Shucks. That's not amazing. Nope. Huh. Oh, I'm dead. I'm an idiot. I didn't realize the acid was ticking down that fast. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little under, my normal level of, energy and intelligence. Let me just not be such an idiot. Huh. Okay, the one down there I can't do anything about. Say I need like level 10. Oh, we're at 9. Nothing on the ground that matters. Salt. Oh, no, 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 no. Please do not click and whir at me. This area sucks. Good. Some living. Oh, one of my creations setting it off. Damn it. Annoying to have to do that. This is a lot of mana and essence to heal up the team. That's alright. Good enough. What a pain in the ass. Okay, what's north of the experimental valley? Do we have anything north of here? That's Clockwork Maze. Okay, yeah. It'd be the upper research hall, I think. That would make sense. Let's save. Oh, I got a bunch of mines here. Ooh, canisters that are broken. So there's some treasure in here. I will open that with a single lockpick, sure. Or living tool. Dang. Not really worth, but... Oh, nice. Okay, we can heal up here. Get a sapphire. So there's gotta be a way to turn off the mine somewhere. Are they gonna blow up on me? They will. Fuck. Okay. I mean, we could alternately. This is not ideal. We could probably set off a lot of them one by one and then just heal ourselves up at this spot. Oof. That is a real awful brute force method. For sure. So my new piercing, it's starting to really bother me because it's too long. They make them a lot longer at the beginning so that they don't get enveloped by when your lip swells. But then they have to make them shorter later because otherwise they're like kind of just flopping around in your mouth. And I'm at the mouth floppy stage. So that purple one's gonna explode for a lot more damage. Which worries me. get the feeling that I won't be able to tank that one. I wish that we had... There are some spells. There's like an essence shield, I believe it's called, that should prevent some of that damage. Really? Yeah, wow. That's what I thought. Big boom. Yeah, the purples are not to be fucked with. Can I stealth my way around there? Nope, that's not going to be anything anyway. I might... If we really hug the corner here... Oh, I can't go through... I thought I could squeeze through that side, but it looks like that's actually not passable. Damn. Because I thought, ooh, I could get in there. But... Yeah, wow. Alright. I'm done trying that. I don't think there's any way to stealth through. Stealth is a mechanic in this game, which is kind of why I'll try it once or twice. But that's clearly not going to work. It is also a skill that you have to get, which I haven't really put any points into. I don't think it necessarily works on the mines either. We might be able to just run past this way. Fryer, good to see you. Holy shit, 70 months. I really appreciate that. Come on. Nope. How have you been? Hopefully you're doing good. We've had an exciting week. Madness gems. This building is less exciting than I was hoping. I'm just gonna get the quick save. I know that's a little cheaty. But also, like, what are we gonna do? Sit here and go back, resummon everything? It's just a waste of time. These are save scummy tile style games, for sure. On the right side of the grave. That's always a good place to be. I hate waking up on the wrong side of the grave. I feel like I have been recently. Okay, we had wanted to come in here too from this side. Because the other side was stopped off by a whole lot of mines we couldn't pass. But we might have found a way in this way. Mines. Shapers often control access to forbidden areas by creating mines. Yeah, okay. In other words, hey, guess what? Mines. That might be a tall shrub. Oh, that's interesting. That's just a regular potted plant. Damn. However, spore box. So the way that mines work in this game, I have to always talk about this stuff because it's such a neat way of doing everything. They lean very hard into the biomancer side of things. The mines are living organisms that were shaped, and so to turn them off, you hit these spore boxes, and the spore boxes will release, well, spores that will, wait, do I have 5? I have 5 tall potted plants. Did all I need was 5? Did last time that we do this, I just didn't realize that we had all that we needed? Why was I looking for Essia then? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Or Alicia. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we can look around this hall anyways. There's going to be some cool stuff in here. I'm an unbelievable dingus. Oh shit. God, this is a real pain in the ass though. Hello? Why am I not... Jesus Christ. I don't know why I was having so much trouble clicking on that. This area fucking sucks. Sure, I'll get that in curing affliction. Seems like we're gonna need to. Alright, I'm done healing up my Jeefs. Hello, Alicia. Though these halls were abandoned a long time ago, one shaper returned to continue the work. She's a small woman. Oh, I just realized that my camera's in the way of seeing how I'm trying to click on the bar. She's a small woman, tired and aging. Her hands and robe are stained green. You admire her dedication to her plants, though it has cost her a lot. She approaches and inspects you with failing eyes. Then she shakes her hand. Ah, the new arrival to our mountains. I've heard of you. I am not completely severed from the world. I am Shaper Alicia, and I hope you come to bring order to this chaotic place. What do you know about what's happening in the mountains? Very little. Sometimes serviles come to me to trade. I get food and tools. They get minor shapings I create. They gossip. The smarter serviles love gossip. Everyone in these mountains, it seems, is rebelling against the wisdom of our leaders. Each sect is madder than the one before it. What do you think of the sects? Little. The awakened are proud and deluded. They foolishly think Shapers would see serviles as equals. The Barzites are puffed up with pride. Their forbidden shapings gave them power, and arrogance urges them to war. The Takers to the northwest are simply mad. They hate Shapers and long to kill us. All of us. Poor Zachary, alone in Dry Peak, is loyal. He longs to redeem himself for the evil he has wrought. You should help him. He is the closest thing to sanity you will find up here. I have not allied myself with anyone, that's true. A wise choice. Though all of the sects can offer you power, the wisest path may be one of pure loyalty to the Shapers, without asking others for guidance. Real dangers are brewing in these mountains. If they are not addressed soon, the results will be disaster. What can I do about it? I do not know. I've hidden in here for too long. There is much happening outside I do not know. I can give you this advice, though. Go west. There is a fort of loyal Shapers northeast of the town of Rising. They have been fighting bravely there. They may be able to tell you who in these mountains poses the greatest threat to our kind. I have already seen them, yeah? Why are you here? When Barzal and Zachary came to these mountains, I met them. They told me of their plans, said this valley would be run their way. I and a few other Shapers lived and worked here. We were given the choice. Join them or leave. Some, like Gareth and Dawn, joined Barzal and went to Rising. Some left. What happened to the ones who left? Why didn't they report what was happening to the council? I seriously doubt that any who wanted to tattle made it back to the council alive. Barzal made sure of that. What did you choose? I didn't choose. I stayed here. I followed the orders I was given and kept working on my botany. Barzal's thugs have ignored me here. For now. What are you researching? What I told the Shaper Council I would do when I came here. Botany. I have been working on making plants that can forest this dry area. Barzal has had a little success bringing these mountains to life. I will keep following my orders like a loyal Shaper until I am stopped. It is what we owe to the Shaper Council, who gave us our power. I hope you'll remember that when it comes time for you to choose your path. Why were they able to create healthy forests when you couldn't? I do not deny that the Barzites have great power and skill. They can do marvelous things. The problem is what it costs to our laws, to their sanity. Hey, can you give me any training? Okay. So she'll give us more. Oh wow, I only have 20. I don't have 2,800? Dang. Should definitely be able to afford that if I sell some stuff in town. Learn group heal also sounds awesome. Where is the group heal? Life drain. There's group heal. I have to have it too. Okay. Should I go into her reactor core that she has? Probably not. Let's go heal up again. Oops. I'm like, oh right, yeah, that's literally a reactor. Probably not the thing I should be doing. I'm gonna rob her a little bit. I mean... Wait, book Wild Adventure. Was that... That might have been the book that we needed for one of the Awakened. Hey, Arzu, good to see you. That may be... Ooh, hello. Create a roamer. I don't think I actually need to use one. But there is a downside to using those. They make you kind of lose your mind slowly. I think that's mostly a, like, dialogue kind of thing. But no reason to take ones that I'm not even going to use. Pretty sure I won't. God, this whole area sucks. Oh! I didn't see that. Shit. Oh. Save it here. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Wow, oh, it was so long ago that I saved. I mean, not that long, but... We can get through a dialogue real fast anyway. We don't need to, like, hear it all again. Fuck, right. Oh, what a painstaking process this was. This time I can probably keep all the beans alive. Oh. Right, we have to go to the right and open that one first. Or left, rather. Now we can go up. I'm not gonna bother alive, honestly. Wait, what? I thought that did I get acid again? Oh shit, I thought that I cured it off myself. Oops. Okay, what do you think of sects? I'm not playing a Drake. Really? Really? Drake Grimwing, I suppose. He has been by. Odd creation, though I admire his dedication to plants. Any training. Alright, let's get heal, cure affliction, and group heal. God, there's a lot of stuff I actually want to buy here. I'd like to upgrade the claw bug. I want to upgrade I want to buy chain lightning. Sounds real cool. Need some real money to deal with her. Let's resave again. So this time, if I fuck up, we don't have anywhere near the problem. There. Can't remember where everything was. It seemed like... Yeah, that might have been a quest item, I think. What the... There's a variety of experimental plants growing here. The Shaper put seeds in raw essence, bombarded them with energy, and planted them in order to see what changes had been made. Power spirals keep the plants growing. Some are healthy, some are sickly. The weak ones will be discarded, improved varieties will be allowed to reproduce and experimented on again. The procedure on animals is similar, if a bit more disturbing. So yeah, you can see how they make all of their creations, which is horrifying. Excuse me. I'm really sorry for all the coughing. I was going to put up with a little bit of it. I wouldn't mind going through more of this later. Well, I guess we're already here. Got all the mines off. There's a lot of interesting loot in here so far. Like, we found multiple canisters. I can't imagine there's too many more because those are really rare generally, but surprising amount of stuff so far. There might be more. I'm a little worried that if there's a fight, I'm probably not super well equipped for it. Oh, wow. That did a lot more damage than I expected. Huh. 150. Damn. Shielded? No. Because that looks like I can't get in there without going... I have to set that one off, it looks like. I don't know how I get to that switch otherwise. Oh! It didn't shut those. It shut off different ones. What mines did it set off? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, no, that one's still set to explode. Okay. There's the potted plants that she was going to let me have. Oh, God. Oh, shit, there's a mine there. Fuck. Man, this area is just... oof. A hell of a spot to try and get through. She has it well guarded. That's for sure. Secrets! Good to see you.
You would have forged a G.
Hopefully better than me. Although ultimately, I'm doing actually pretty okay. I have suffered a small comedy of errors here for the last little while. Like getting sick, and then for those that don't know, there was a very funny story. So I got a wasp sting right here, and the way that I got it was over the weekend, while being very sick. I had 2 of the longer weddings of the year, if not the longest weddings, especially because they added time onto the weddings. Each wedding had over 2 hours. Each wedding, 2 hours of speeches. Wild. Never seen that before. They really liked their speeches at those ones. And they just added extra time so that we could stay for more speeches and get photos of them. But I was walking up to the front door with Tanya, my wife, and we were talking about how the wasps have been kind of bad. And she, has been freaking out when they're nearby. And I'm like, yeah, I've been doing really good. Look at this. Because one crawled on my arm. And it was crawling across my arm, and I'm like, look at that. I'm like, I'm just going to stay calm like you're supposed to, and it'll fly away, and as long as I don't upset it, I don't get stung. And it crawls up my arm and flies away. I'm like, see? I'm doing really good. Knock, knock, knock. Stings me right there. Basically that order, about that fast. Look at how good I am. I'm like a wasp whisperer. Immediately gets fucking stung in the goddamn face. She probably smacked one right into you. No, she wasn't freaking out at all at that time. No, she saw the one across me and she was like, oh, I couldn't do that. But she was staying calm because they weren't bothering her. They were only bothering me. Nope, I just perfect comedy timing of, well, look at how good I've been doing about the walls. Gets stung instantly. Yeah. That was exactly how things went. It was all my own fault. So, I mean, funny. Painful, but funny. Oh, shit. That mine until the last second. This area is just awful. I know I've said it before, but God, this area sucks. I try not to have an adversarial relationship with bugs. Normally I'm pretty good, but like I said, I just had to be made to be a liar. And let me tell you, starting out a really, really long wedding photo shoot while already sick and having a broken finger and having smashed my foot the day before so bad that I was limping around, starting out with a wasp sting was not really how I envisioned things going. You got stung by 3 wasps in a month. Oof. This is actually my first wasp sting ever. I've been stung by bees, but not by wasps. That's now turned off. That one is still on though. Ah. Oh wait. Aha! Now it's off. So now I can get up here. Alright, so this is all safe at least. Or safer. These red pools are what's like poison and acid, so I can try and stay away from those. Alright, I think we've gotten pretty much everything of value here. Let's go turn these shrubberies into the Knight in Need. Is the glowing green rock healthy? Yeah, that's just lighting, actually. That one's fine. It's definitely probably not going to give me magic cancer. Considering the things that the Shapers are doing, I wouldn't be surprised. Hello, Mr. Gardener. Drake Grimwing walks around and tends to his plants. I found 5 tall shrubberies. You line them up. Grimwing examines them. There is a long, tense silence. Yes, these will help. Soon, I will have a treasure garden of productivity. However, there is one more problem. My experiment is not working because of interference. You can help me with that. First, I should reward you. Grimwing brings you a nice, white suede glove. Not a good gardening glove, too delicate, and my claw would tear it. I think it has latent magic in it, if you can find a way to unleash it. Why isn't your experiment working? Interference! Near here is the tallest tree in the forest. A menacing thing. A proud, jealous, domineering piece of flora. It sees me seek perfection, and it will not allow it. It is a beautiful tree, but it can't be allowed to stop the great work of a knight. It needs to be done with the tallest tree. You have to go cut it down, of course. It's the only course of action. Unfortunately, it was shaped by Barzal himself. It contains power and essence, and it is protected. As long as it lives, its evil tree waves will stop my research. Why don't you cut it down yourself? Its magic is too strong even for me. My fire won't harm it. My claws won't pierce its bark. I hate to admit it, but I need the help of a shaper for this one. How can I cut it down? I don't know. An ordinary axe will never work. It requires a hatchet infused with power that comes not from the earth. The power must come from fire, or even the sea. Who could make such an axe? I don't know. Alicia might have an idea. She's studied plants a long time. There's only one other who might know the secrets of that tree. Cursed Barzal, who created it. Well, we can talk to Alicia again. We did want to go back to her and buy a whole bunch of extra spells and stuff. Go this way. 9 living tools. Yeah, alright. Create stock thorn. Yeah, I'll do that. We have a stock thorn already. I'm kind of interested in more. Alright, so from our junk bag, what do we not want to sell? Is there anything? Because if we sell from the junk bag, it'll just sell everything that we can. And I think there might have been 1 or 2 things that we had to put in here because we'd run out of space. Excuse me, sorry. No, buddy. Band, no. I'm okay without that. Good without those. What was this? Carnelian gloves. Battle and mental magic. Yeah, I like the ones we have more. Silver bar. We don't need that. Although we're gonna go and, you know, oh god, this sucks. I'm wondering if I should go and talk with Alicia first, because she might ask me for, like, raw materials. There's been a lot of people asking for that. Like, oh, I need a silver bar and this and that to craft what you need. And if we end up selling it, I'll feel very stupid. We have a lot of stuff. Oh my god. Oh god, right, this isn't actually a shit city. Okay, well, definitely want those perfect black scales. I know those are important for a lot of creation. Like item creation stuff. And this is a Cholet base, but it doesn't count as a regular kind of save point for us. Nothing valuable, nothing valuable. Nothing valuable. Oof. Not even anything on the ground. Gross. I'm going to live with that decision. I chose to use all my living tools there. Wait. So let's... Blacksmith. Alright. Let's sell some things. Oh, wow. I can't scroll through my junk at the merchant. Huh. I didn't realize that. That's kind of obnoxious. So the main things that I know that I'll want black scales. I might need that silver too. Yeah, mass madness doesn't matter. It's not something for creation. And there was another silver bar that we had somewhere in here. There it is. And all the rest you can sell. We sold everything that they could afford. I'm wondering if we can actually sell more too. Yep. Don't got anything they can buy. However, they do have... Oh. Really? Oh, this sucks. There's a living tool right there, but I can't take it, and they're not selling it. Damn. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that they didn't buy anything different. I'd remake our genes here, but it doesn't make sense because we're gonna go and see Alicia, and they're just gonna get acided to death the minute that we get in there. We can avoid it ourselves, but it was such a pain in the ass trying to keep them all alive. I might as well just go through it myself. Excuse me. Yep, like that. Really, I'm helping them. I need to cut down the tallest tree in the forest near Rising. You mean Barzal's special tree? I would not help you destroy such a majestic creature. My help for you must end here. Well, shit. Huh. Useful. Wait, what? Oh, it's a melee thing? Weird. Okay. I'm not gonna buy that. Oh, of course it has us all the way back. Did I really not save? That being said, I can just do the auto-save then. That's fine. I assumed that Chain Lightning was a spell. I think they're all coded with, like, the color of book or whatever they are, I think. But I don't know those off the top of my head. It's been a week. More than a week since we've played this because of how sick I've been. Just so we don't die while I leave. Yeah, melee or missile. True. Gene. And a Gene. And then 2 more Genes. I get 2 pairs of Genes, baby. Let's arrange our party properly. So we know where that tree is. We could talk to Shaper Barzal. I actually have the ability to go and say hi to him. Despite him being a gigantic prick. Who's almost certainly going to end up trying to kill me. There's, like, no way that I side with his faction, so... Something I want to discuss. So Drake asked me to cut down a really tall tree, as in the tallest. Barzal has to think for a while to remember what you were talking about. Oh, I remember. To establish a forest here, I tried infusing a tree with Dracon essence. I thought it would send energy to help nearby plants grow. Didn't work, alas. It did grow very tall, though. Very hardy. And if I wanted to cut it down? Would be difficult. A normal hatchet wouldn't work. You would need an axe infused with water energy, the essence of living things in the sea. A strange thing to want to make, but shapers have made such things from time to time. Do you have one? My time is valuable. This would have to be made in a research warren where the shapers have both huge resources and time to waste. If such an axe was ever made here, it would have been in Beneri Us, at the top of the mountains. Only that facility was both large and unfocused enough. So we'd have to get through all of the takers to get there. No, Barzal doesn't even particularly care about the tree, which honestly makes sense. Barzal only cares about his personal power. The tree does not do anything for him there, so he doesn't give a shit. Makes sense. Top of the mountains. I might be able to go up this way. I tried to go through the northern pass to get to the takers, and it was incredibly well guarded. I'm wondering if I can go this way, although I'm guessing that this passage is also going to be blocked. There were the takers here that we could kill. I wanted to try and not kill any takers. At least until we were at a point where, like, we had a chance to talk with their leaders. That being said, that has been extremely difficult for us. They want a badge to prove that we're one of the takers, and if we have that, they'll let us through. So I'm kind of wondering... what if we murder these ones, and they have a badge? Can we steal it? Not an ideal way to do what I want to, but... it may be the only way that we actually get this. Miss. I might kind of cheat this a little bit, because we can't find a badge here. I don't want to kill them. But if I can, well, this is what we're stuck with. Protection icon. Ooh, that's cool. I'm gonna say I don't need the curing spores. Or the battle pod. We didn't try and get the book back to the lady in the awakened camp either. Rack is really good. Thing is, I'm not seeing any badge. Which was the thing that we wanted. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we can get it just by killing this group. Huh. Oh. Run away! For their own protection, run away. Just trying to stun them. Alright, we got away. That is obnoxious, though. See, I don't know a good spot to try and get this badge. I'm gonna try and go through this mountain base. Let's try from the other side. The road starts sloping sharply upward toward the northwest. Tall, forbidding mountains, peaked with snow, rise above you. The land above looks dead, as yet untouched by the shaper magic that forested the valleys behind you. This road is littered with remains of numerous small skirmishes, The servile colonies of the high mountains have sent raiding parties down here, all of which were met with violence. They are all old battlefields. The fighting ceased at least 6 months ago. The lowlands found a way to stop the raids. So the takers have all been holed up, unable to break out, huh? Or maybe just gathering their strength. I just realized we keep forgetting. Find Dana's book. Paths of Fire. Never mind. Okay, so that is a different book. So I wonder what this wild adventure one is. Saw somebody patrolling there too. Also, where does this go? Into the Rising North Gate. Alright, we're not going to go that way yet. I just like knowing where the map is. Oh, you are friendly. Krogst. There's a massive guardian patrolling this pathway. He is alone in such dangerous territory. Doesn't seem to concern him at all. His armor struggles to contain his unnaturally gigantic muscles. When he sees you, he lets out a reflexive snarl. His sword is out in an instant. "I am Krogst," he roars. "I guard Barzite lands. You're an intruder. Explain yourself or die." He's almost crazed, and his eyes have a red glow visible even in daylight. "I'm on my way now to meet your leader. He would not want me delayed." Krog stops. He, with some difficulty, thinks. "You may be lying, but you may speak truth. I can't kill one who has business with my master. Move on, but have no doubt if you're a spy, death will come soon enough. Our defenses only get better farther in." What are you guarding here? He points to the north. "The pass. The takers are up there. They send serviles and drakes down to cause trouble. I used to kill the pests who got through. Then we built proper defenses. Now the pass is well guarded and I get a rest." How's the path to north guarded? "I won't tell you. You're not a Barzite. I'll tell you to stay away from there. The defenses at the pass will destroy you." Tell me about the takers. "They've been consumed by pure madness. They hate all Shapers. And because we Barzites are greater than Shapers, they hate us more. They are a worthy foe, though. Their shaping skills are surprisingly strong. The Drakons they make are deadly. Our pylon gate is holding them back. But that may not last." Alright. Oh, we got experience because we... Right. So we actually... That, I didn't realize, was a leadership check. So if we did not have enough talking skills, Krog was going to rip us limb from limb. And I'm pretty sure he could. Oh, fuck. That's a Drake. Hey, buddy. Dang, didn't get stunned. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Yep, that's why. Whew. I just one-shotted both of our tanks. daze any of them. Not really. Hi guys. Bye guys? Maybe? They're all gonna not be dazed though, is the problem. That one's dead. 2 turns of acid isn't going to kill that. 2 turns of acid, that. 1 turn of acid is definitely not killing that. Oh. They couldn't see me, so they didn't attack. Ooh. Ooh, that crit's bad. Fuck. Can see it around the corner. Let's do this properly this time and buff up before the fight, so we don't have to buff up in the middle of it. I think we can take this. We just have to do it properly. Okay. Well. So Overload is a real fucked up ability. That's dazed for 4 turns. Dazed for 4 turns. These ones are not dazed. Alright. We're just doing a couple at a time. It is very possible for us to win. One turn? How about... Nice. 6 turns, 5 turns. Get the one that's dazed for less time. Well, we won! Let's go back to town. God damn. Oh. Right. You're outside the north gate of the city of Rising. The stone walls of the city are tall and imposing, at least by the standards of these mountains. They were built over a century ago, and then recently restored, using the labor of serviles. Outside the gates, a number of stone buildings have been hastily built, probably by those evicted during the construction of the main city. There are large patches of farmland, featuring new varieties of crops newly shaped to grow in these mountains. Most of the people outside the walls are serviles. They walk around slowly, staring at the ground. The few who dare look up quickly look away. The presence of a shaper worries them. Most visitors would find the passage into the mountains to the west extremely impressive. Less imposing to you, but only because you have walked the halls of the Shaper Council itself. Huge walls and statues tower to either side of you as you walk down the path. Braziers burn incense to either side. Your skin starts to tingle, and your hair stands on end. Magic is heavy in the air. Obelisks to either side pronounce that you are approaching the Radiant College. Whatever that is. Oh, that's their, Everyone has, like, a piece of the Geneforge kind of thing. And that's theirs. And that's how they're able to do their shaping that's even better than what the council can do, essentially. And why they're a threat. I'd like to do some business. I would love some living tools. Thank you. Brings us to the trapped forest. I don't know about that either. Also, chat, I didn't say it earlier, but all of you giving things to Krogs, you do not actually have to hand it to Krogs. Correcting an earlier post. You do not have to hand anything to Krogs. The Barzites are really terrible. The small inn is run by one lone servile. The heavy trade has left her overworked. She can always make more time, however, to pay attention to a shaper. Shaper, welcome. I'm Degina. I hope you mean well to my humble inn. Her tone lets you know she has her doubts. Something about me worry you? No, Shaper. It's just nothing. Nothing. I'm sorry, Shaper. I'm glad to have you here. No, something is wrong. What is it? I'm sorry, Shaper. I've been distracted since my mate was taken away. My beloved Tyree was taken to the Rising jails. I don't know whether he's well or not. It worries me. Why was Tyree taken away? He questioned the Barzites. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be taken away too. God damn it. Who took him away? Guardian Stannis and 2 Barzite humans came out here to collect him. He went into the city, and I've heard nothing from him since. If I see him, I'll relay a message. I would not dare to bother a Shaper with my petty troubles. I'm really sorry to have brought it up. But if you did see Tyree while passing through and traded words to him, that'd be a kindness. This is why we don't hand to the Barzites. This is one of the intelligent, independent serviles you have only ever met in these mountains. He is very muscular, and his hands show burns and calluses produced by years of hard work. He is angry and drunk. He looks blearily up at you. Ah, Shaper, come tell me take more from Zaka, yeah? Kinda take what little I got left? Why are you so angry? Zaka was a smith, blacksmith. I was good at it. Worked hard in rising. Learned from a smith who was a smith on Susha. And then I lose my smithy taken from me. Barzal went back on his word. Curse him. When did he go back on his word? When he lured us serviles here to work for him, he promised respect. Good place. And then he used the canisters. Makes his weird Barzai ideas. Very arrogant. Acts worse than any Shaper now. Sounds like you were not treated justly. Gasp, yeah. The Shapers treating people unjustly? Drinking has led him to act in an unwise way. Yeah, I've been there. Not really interested in buying potions. But, never mind. How long have I been cooking here? My old shop had to be torn down to make room for his palace. Her face remains carefully expressionless as she speaks. Did you come here with Barzal? No. When he arrived, some common humans and serviles lived here. I was one of them. Barzal promised freedom to us serviles. Some of us foolishly believed him. In time, he acted like all Shapers. Alright, let's remake our team. I'm starting to wonder if I should level them up even another time. I mean, they're level 16, that's not bad. And the higher levels, the more likely they are to disobey us. So I'm just gonna leave them. Plus, it costs us more essence. Well, we have a lot of essence. We'll take a look. We can level them up again once I finish making the whole team. I'm saying our control over them is at perfect. Yeah, we could definitely do another level then. At least one more. Still at perfect. Let's get more magic points on those ones. Oh yeah, wow. And they're still at perfect. In fact, I'm just gonna level them up all the way. Maybe start doing these passives also. Oh, now we're starting to lose control. Still, we have 22 essence also. Yeah, it should be good. Higher level team would be nice. The path north into the woods has been mined. There's a thick cluster of mines ahead. A single crystal trigger has been placed in the center, ready to launch a cascade of explosions if you get close. The mechanism looks complicated, but you suspect if you moved quickly enough, you could disarm it. I'm a good enough mechanic. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Well. Hope I'm far enough away that that's not a problem. Yeah. So, spraying shrub and a freezing shrub. We split this up perfectly. Wow. Damn. Huh. Well, unfortunately, can't move anymore. Those levels certainly worked. Let's re-bless and re-haste, I suppose. Damn. Some cure spells here for me. Oof. Good thing I've decided not to let myself get too close. Things are pretty terrifying. Hey, Geneforge 2, the Regenine. It's good to see you, Adorkable. Hopefully you've been having a good time. I'm not going to heal everybody up because it's just going to be a pain where I probably just need to go back to town anyway. Getting a full heal makes more sense right now. We want to re-summon up a friend. You are approached by a guard servile. He is a short, solid brick of muscle with a loaded baton in his hand. The Barzites shaped this variety specifically for battle. It points its baton at you and shouts, "No! You! Stop! This Barzite place! You die!" Wait, let's talk about this. Servile stops to think for a moment. "No! Talking, not orders. Not even Shaper. Only fighting. We fight." "But I am a Barzite." "I'm afraid I left it at home. Dare you question me?" The Servile is clearly confused. It doesn't want to take the chance of attacking a Barzite, but you are clearly meant to have a badge. Your confidence tips the balance in your favor. All right. You bring badge next time, though." Nice. Going through a rough transitory patch, lost your job, but you hated the job so much that it actually feels like an opportunity. Oof. I'm happy and sad to hear that. I very much have been in similar positions, as I'm sure many have, and I don't envy you. Hopefully it all works out really nicely. I'm sure you'll land on your feet. You've always been a fantastic person. If you ever need anything, too, I don't know how much I can help, but, let us know. Yeah, I left my badge in my other pants. That is a lot of protection. Still, extra damage is nicer. I'll keep it out of the junk bag. I think we didn't have to fight that, because I was definitely not going to win. You are at the base of a narrow pass, leading up into the mountains. The Barzites have blocked it with a massive gate and erected powerful defenses. Glowing pylons are clustered in front of the great gate. These promise quick, fiery death to any intruders. You don't see human or servile guards, but the pylons are more than enough to make up for the lack. Be prepared, everybody. Hope you land on your feet, though, Adorkable.
The boy.
It's always scary to do that. You have a wonderful safety net to fall back on? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. That's always nice. Yeah. Hi, buddy. I'm very glad to hear that. That is a lot of pylons. I'll go through this door. It's not opening. Okay. Hey. Stop trying to hit me, bud. He's really gotten in this habit of if I don't even know what he wants, but if I don't stop whatever I'm doing here, he tries to hit my hand on the keyboard, which is not exactly what I want him to be doing. Especially since, as you may or may not know, my hand is all busted up, so it's extra not cool for him to be doing that. So what the hell did that do? Huh. Stop trying to hit my hand. Oh, there's another door here. My cat's a jerk, you say? Yeah. Good to see you, Loaf. Ha-ha. Oh, Krogs, you idiot. You'll never make it past our defenses, says Krogs. And then I just walk right through. That is a lot of dead serviles. You find a group of dead serviles. They were executed, killed by thorn batons at close range. They were skinny and sickly, their robes threadbare and filthy, and their arms and faces were adorned with tattoos. This was a taker raiding party, captured when they came down from the mountains. They were stripped of any useful equipment before they were killed. There is little of value left. Oof. This. Oh, that looks like a fun chair. It's got all this cool grape juice on it, and whips and shackles, and hooked chains. Ew. War blessing. Need 9 lockpicks to get through that. What does this exit go to? Creation holding. Oh, so that's, they probably have like a jail there basically. And I don't really have a reason to go there right now. Like all the neat item sound effects in this game. A lot of them are from like Baldur's Gate type sound packs. It's very weird hearing like the town sounds, because I can guarantee like a lot of the town sounds are the exact same as Baldur's Gate 2. Some of the background stuff. So I wonder how they got the rights to those. It must have just been like a generic sound pack back in the day. You are at the low end of a long pass, ascending into the highest, most barren peaks of the mountains. Tall, snowy spires of lifeless rock tower over you to either side. This pass is the only way up for miles around. The obelisk ahead informs you that you are at the entrance to Taker lands. The Takers hate Shapers. Your welcome will likely be a cold one. Yet, despite the open warfare in these mountains, you see no guards on patrol. You wonder what automatic defenses await. Yeah, BioWare probably licensed the same library. That was my assumption, yeah. There's a strange arrangement of standing stones and Shaper machinery ahead. The pillars are smooth and clean. They've not been here for long. Inside the ring, you see a worn magic circle, ringed by crystal sensors. The ground around it is scorched and torn up. There's been fighting here recently. You examine the crystal sensors. Your mechanic skill might be adequate to deactivate them if you move quickly. Maybe. This stone obelisk was erected very recently. It has a symbol carved in its side. It is a head of a drake with a pair of swords crossed below it. Below it, carved in crude letters, Taker lands. Those who grovel to the Shapers, beware. Yeah, it could have all originated from a stock SFX collection. Yeah, that was always my assumption. Yeah. No, Sorry, that wasn't for me to say that, like, I thought that Baldur's Gate had it all original stuff. I said before that I'm pretty sure that it was, like, seems like they got it all from the same stock library. But it's neat to see that. It feels very, like, familiar because of that. It's a real nostalgia bomb most of the time to me. I played a lot of Baldur's Gate 2 back in the day. I need a lot of living tools. And the only living tool that I know is myself. Different islands, same factions. Kind of adorkable. We're quite a ways in. It's not an island. This is now the Dry Peak Mountains. And it's kind of a similar story so far. There's also another faction. There's no longer the... So last time there was the Takers, the Obeyers, and the Awakened. There are no longer the Obeyers. The Obeyers do not exist. But there is another faction, two other factions, essentially. Because this time you can actually side with the Shapers. There's loyalist camps for them. There's obviously the Cholet are still here. Because you were around for the first one, obviously. If you're asking about that. And then there's also the Barzites, which are in Rising. The Barzites are one of the Shapers that we were meant to come here and talk to. Is a guy named Barzal. And he has found the Geneforge and said, you know what? I'm above all other Shapers. I'm the most powerful, coolest Shaper of all. And I'm going to be free, which means I'm going to be a dictator and I'm a total bastard. So there's also the Barzites. They believe that they shouldn't have any banned practices and that they should just be allowed to do whatever they want because they're essentially gods. Because as arrogant and evil as the Shapers were in the last game, they at least were like, okay, listen, there's certain things that we will not allow. And he's like, what? But I'm a god. How can you stop me? What an intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you have laws against God? Eviler Shapers. Certainly seems like that, yes. Well, they've been using the canisters, so he started out, from the sounds of things, like he actually brought a bunch of Serviles in with him and tried to promise them, like, freedom. But then as he used more and more of the canisters, he got more and more arrogant and detached, as the canisters tend to do, which is why they're illegal. And now he's a right bastard. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this is gonna deal less damage, right? No? Hey, cat! No! I am allowed to use my keyboard. Stop slapping at me. No. Alright, 1 second. No. You are not allowed to do that. No, no, no. Really tired. My hand has been a lot better with the broken finger. Like, as I said, I can actually grip some things now. But I don't really appreciate him slapping the hand that's still going through a lot of physio. Currently, I'm on trying to squeeze a stress ball all the way down, which is an incredibly difficult exercise for me. So, oh, that's... Please, come on. I just misclicked. I'm not really excited about him slapping that hand around when that's the best that I can do so far. I'm like, yeah, okay. Let's... Those pylons are basically going to be impossible to defeat. Yeah. Wondered if I could just read that first. Let's go this way. We found earlier that they were literally impervious to damage at a certain point. Alright. Well, it looks like we can go this way. I wanted to go more north, but what's this? An icy breeding pit. This icy ravine rises along the west end of Taker Lands, climbing to the highest peaks. The depth of the canyon provides some protection from the constant, icy wind. Still, the cold pierces your armor with arrogant ease. Everything is covered with frost. This hostile environment is providing a productive breeding ground for a certain variety of creation. You can easily hear them ahead, hissing, snapping, fighting over food. They sound like reptiles. Normal reptiles, the ones not touched by the gifts of the Shapers, hate cold. As you know all too well, however, the Shapers have designed several nasty variations that are quite at home in the ice. Oh, hey, look, it's a whole lot of Cryoas. A lot of Cryoas. Jesus. Oh, come on. Fine. Oh my, a lot of Cryolas. Well. I was gonna say, these are going down pretty easy, but just kind of more and more and more and more and more of them keep showing up, which, minor problem. Jesus. Yeah, that's gonna be death. I see. Oh, that opened. Ah. Okay, that's funny trap. That's a funny trap. Building. Shit. Oh my god. Well, this is, as I said, very, very funny game. Good joke. Oh my god. I was wondering, I'm like, why is that door open? It does let me walk up and close that door, but I don't think there's any way that we could be fast enough. Also, they might be able to open it again. Wow, and haste. Sure, might as well War Blessing everyone also. I think we're okay with full blessings like this. Oh god, I might actually be able to... I could maybe walk in and then close the door behind us. Although right now... I don't want to throw a heal or two here. Ah, nearby enemy keeps me from closing the door. Damn. Yeah, they knew. They were like, okay, listen. We can't actually let you do that. Like, smart, but that does wreck our game. Which, fine, fair. There we go. Weird not letting me click there. Something dazed. Yeah. Wasn't sure if it was poisoned. Oh, looks like we're doing okay. I think we have them this time. Those buffs make a big difference. Oh, we're one short of getting it? Damn. What? Oh, I missed it. Whatever, I guess I'll do that. Alright. Well, oh, son of a bitch. I was gonna say, since we actually successfully navigated this, maybe I'm good to go in. But also should probably just save and not be arrogant. And we're immediately cursed. Great. I don't have a reason to be in here, though, is the thing. Other than we found it and it looks neat. There's no current quest or something for this. Hello? Mass energize. Oh, get everything. Sure, I'm probably not going to be able to cast that for a very long time. 6, yeah. Oh god, cryo. So you getting cursed because of the cold, I think, also, is how they're doing it. Weird to imagine they've labeled some of these as stealing. Targets used as practice by the creations here. Huh. I might be able to take a Cryo Drake or two, but I'm guessing based on the absolute swarm of Cryoas that came after us, we will not be facing 1 or 2, but more like 1 or 40. And again, I don't actually have a reason to be here yet. Look over here real quick. Like if we somehow manage to find a Taker badge, because this is Taker land, that would be amazing. Doesn't seem likely, though. That is a lot of nasty. Well, I'm just going to say we did a great job, and we're going to head back out and go the direction that I did want to go. I'm going to just see if we can... We didn't actually test the pylons to see if I could do anything. Like, last time that we found pylons like this, they were not really able to be attacked. But... It doesn't mean that it's not different this time. Also, it looks like I might be able to skirt my way up here. Let's try a couple things. Should have done this before. Oops. %, resistant to acid and poison. So they aren't going to be able to be acid, but we can still at least tickle them with this damage. Oh boy, is that tickling. I'm guessing 100% resistance to stun, 100% resistance to... Yeah, yep. Weirdly enough, you cannot just mind control a automated pylon. So yeah, the bigger thing here is, look, we can get to 0, but then it just re-heals, and we can't do anything about it. Yeah, we can't do anything about those. However, can I sneak past? Oh, wow. Okay, you know, this would have been a smart thing for me to do. You know, look around slightly. Good defenses. Taker Toll Road. Warning. Stay on the road. Alright. Wonder who that sign's for. Not me, I'm a shaper. I'm allowed to do what I want. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, level 18. Couldn't have been for me. Oh, God, stun. We might actually... Oh, God, we might actually live, he says. Yeah, that's a death. Ain't no fucking way I'm dealing with 5 of those. 2. Yes. 5? You must pay. Oh god. We have not seen a Drakon. You meet a Drakon, one of the massive reptilian warriors of the Takers. She towers over you, watching you with amusement. Drakons, like the drakes they were created from, are cunning and powerful. They're also too arrogant to properly fear a Shaper. I am Driss, and this is my land. You lack the token of Fang, so you must pay me a toll to pass. 500 coins, or my pets get you. If I don't first. Something I'd like to know about the area. Driss chuckles. I know things, my land after all. Maybe I can help. But first, you pay. Alright, here you go. Driss counts the coins eagerly. Somehow, when drakes and their variant were made, an unfortunate byproduct of their intelligence was great greed. They loved to collect treasure. The Shapers never quite succeeded in erasing the desire. Driss gets a greedy look in her eyes. She starts to say something about needing more payment. But your air of authority causes her to think better of it. As long as I don't see you, you can pass freely. Notice there's no option for oops, sort of wandered in, just see myself out. Yeah, that's not common for a thing. I'd like to learn more about this area. Now that you may pass, Driss becomes strangely cheery and social. Little to know, Zassus is just up path to northeast. Benarius is northwest. Zassus? It is the Taker City. Cirrus leads us from there. Clever little creature. I have heard he wants to see you. What is Benarius? God, now I'm doing the S's. The place of Taker treasures. It is not for your kind anymore. Go northwest if you must. You get killed soon enough for your curiosity. Another question. Tell me about the Takers. We are going to be free of Shaper control. We will take our freedom, all creations, but especially Drakons and Serviles. We are wise, unlike stupid Awakened. We know that freedom only comes when we fight for it. You Shapers will never let us have freedom unless we take it. Yep, I'm agreed. Creations should not have to fight to be free. But if they must, they should. Yes, I am young. You are the first true human Shaper I have met. I want your money, but not your blood. I'd not kill and eat Shapers if I could avoid it. I'd rather live a happy, quiet life, being wealthy and hunting my meat. Sadly, that is not the life I was created into. You must be wealthy by now. Do you have anything you can sell me? All my treasure is mine. I like having it. It makes me feel safe. But there's another thing I have which is no good to me. I have a canister. I took it from a rising caravan. It does me no good. I'll let you have it for 1,000 coins. Problem is I don't know if it's useful canister. Yeah, alright. Driss grabs the coins eagerly in its massive hands. Yes, coins! Good. The shed with the canister is near the stone circle. You can enter it now. Now that I've paid, will the drakes still attack me? Probably. They do not like Shapers, and their greed will push them on. Since you paid, I will not summon them. If you get close to them, they may attack on their own. Where'd you come from? I was created in Benarius. I am a mighty Drakon, one of the first, far from the last. I was made to work with the Serviles to take our freedom from your kind. Who made you? Yes, mightiest of the Drakons. For now. Soon in Benarius, he will make a mightier Drakon to replace himself. Now you're out here instead of Benarius. Driss looks away. She might actually be ashamed. My design. I was not improvable. Canisters do not work on me. I can't shape. I am inutile, in a Drakon way. I work for the Takers, but Is set me out of the Drakon line. Why do Drakons work with Serviles? You are so much larger and stronger. I don't understand why the big ones do not simply eat the smaller ones. Being stronger means we get to crush them? That is Shaper thinking. Serviles have skills and strength of their own. They're valuable. They will join us in freedom. Wow, these Takers sure are mad. They're wildly crazy. I always like that with the way that they set this up. That, like, everybody goes, man, these people they're so fucking insane. Look at them. They're just, they want to fight a war for things like freedom and equality. Who would do that? I always love that when you start talking to them more, you're like, wait a minute. Nice of her to just let us have these. None of them are labeled as not ours, so... Technically, she'll let us pick them up. I also know greed very well. So there's a shed. Where's this shed with the canister? Near the stone circle. Oh, fuck. Nope. Okay, so not that way. Oh, maybe here? Aha. Mass restore. Alright. That's pretty good. Gotta be 5. I don't even have 2 healing craft. Well, we'll work on it. Don't go near those drakes. If we go northwest, it's death. Binary S. Warning, stay on road. Infested pass. Let's stay in here for now. Hey, you said that I could pass. Fuck. Let's see if they... Okay. They do. So... What? That wasn't 8. Should have been the right number. They should get 8 action points. So 7 should be fine. Yeah, there we go. And then bless at the end. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . hate to do it, but you're gonna force me to fight. I will fight. And hopefully not die. Action points. Should be free to do that. Yes. Come on. Ooh. I'm gonna guess that we have to fight this group too. Yup. Oh man, it takes 8. So we run out just as we're about to get it. I would love to have gotten a stun there. Shit. Gene down! Gene down! That one's dead. They both die? Yep. Well, look at me kicking some ass. We've made a lot of progress today. Oh my god, we finally made it to Zassus. At the moment, this gate is only defended by a pair of mines. Very large mines. Since there is no way to get through the door without getting close to them, you can only guess they must be controlled from somewhere else. Their sensor antennae are not pointing at you at the moment, and the mines aren't emitting any wisps of essence. They're currently deactivated. You enter Zassus, the highest city in these mountains. It was built over a century ago. Its walls are thick stone, providing refuge against snow and icy wind. All of the walls are worn and cracked. The air is bitter cold. Zassus is occupied almost entirely by serviles and drakes. Their tracks are everywhere in the dry soil. Few common humans come here. Everyone in sight looks thin and hungry. The harsh environment has not provided an easy life. Though the takers of Zassus despise the Shapers, the serviles and drakes here are willing to tolerate your presence, for now. They watch you nervously from a distance. You suspect the slightest misstep will be greeted with extreme violence. Alright, let's talk to the Mad Takers. Oh, a drake walks up to you. She is fully grown, freshly into adulthood. Surprisingly, she isn't openly hostile. For now. I am Ista, she says. I am here to greet you. I am here to send you on to Siros. You want me to meet Siros? Siros is our leader. He leads the Takers. He has allowed you to enter our town, so he may speak to you. She points to the largest dome in town, in the southeast corner. Siros is there. I'd be eager to speak with you when you are done there. For now, Siros would not approve of my delaying you. Not for now. Now I need you to speak with Cirrus. That is my order. Okay. Listen, I treat everyone equally. We're an equal opportunity thief. I mean looter. I mean taker of things. See, I'm already a taker. This large stone dome is worn and comfortable, as welcoming as possible under the circumstances. The smell of servile sweat is very strong. Most of the emaciated, fanatical serviles that live in Zassus live crammed in barracks like these. Sorry, the smell of servile sweat is very strong. It's like an esports tournament. I had to pull this up real quick. Two seconds. Welcome, gamers. Deodorant required. Oh god, all the takers are... they're all gamers. Every one of them. Most of the emaciated, fanatical serviles that live in Zassus live crammed in barracks like these. In times of stress, serviles clump together. They huddle together for warmth, and their harsh lives leave them needing closeness and company. Of course, it is convenient for shapers to keep serviles stored in small areas. It's interesting that the takers are doing much the same thing, but for a very different reason. This servile is very young, but hard work has prematurely aged her. She is thin, hungry, and tired. Yet, she constantly rushes about, powered by force of will, getting all of the common house's work done. Despite the multitude of jobs that await her attention, the arrival of a shaper is a real event. She stops and stares at you as if she's never seen a shaper before. Hello, visitor. I'm Ignar. You seem very busy. I am. I guide the serviles when they need it. I ration the food, I settle arguments, I send the farmers out. I'm trying to get the drakes to help us with the problem with the farms, but they're too busy. She shakes her head, annoyed. How did you become a leader? All serviles are guarded by our strain, our design. What the shapers made us to be. Some descended from miners or farmers. Others descend from craftsmen or organizers. You're always short of food? We takers always end up with the worst land. When they came to these mountains, our leaders were used to dry, dead land. They thought it made us strong. So they took these cold peaks for ourselves. Maybe it makes some of us strong, but it makes our babies. We try not to think about it. What is the problem with the farms? Well, there's an infestation of spine cores. Below the notice of drakes, but serviles are getting killed. They're all south of town. The ones to the southeast are really nasty. But they aren't on farmland, so they're not important. The ones to the southwest are a problem. If only the drakes would do something about it. But they don't. Where did Spice Core come from? Shapers created many new plants to try and bring these mountains to life. Some of their experiments went out of control. That is what I was told anyway. It's possible. You'd never heard of spine cores before you came here. How do I find these fields? Leave through the south gate, go southwest until you find the torn up crops and abandoned tools. And the spine cores. Yeah. Man, these people sure are evil and insane, huh? I do always love that, like, it very much mirrors, like, real life revolutionaries a lot of the time, where it's like, you want to tear everything down? That's horrible. And it's like, well, this is slavery. Yeah, but violence. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, I think that it seems like a pretty decent idea. Right, we're somewhere safe. I can remake our party. That for now. Wasn't this the Servile Warren? Where is Isa? Who we're supposed to talk to? The Shaper! A young Servile walks up to you. He's calm and unworried, acting as if he is not a care in the world. He is thin, filthy, and hungry, yes, but not scared. I'm Time, he says. How are you? Who are you? You tell him. Oh. Aren't you scared of me? No. My mother says we're going to defeat all Shapers someday, and be free. Who's your mother? She's ignorant. She works real hard. I try to help her. Do you want to fight me? I want to fight, yes. He starts swinging his hands through the air and whooping. Like most children, his idea of battle is far from the real thing. How old are you? I'm 9. That's just short of the age that Serviles are usually put to work. Jesus Christ. What a great society. Soon I'm going to be a farmer. I'd like to travel and go on adventures. I hear you go on adventures. What have you heard about me? You travel everywhere and do things. And you might be good, but you're probably part of the enemy and have to be destroyed. Do you want to be a farmer? No. If I have to, though, I'm going to figure out how to make lots of food. I want none of us to ever be hungry. Man, what a terrible group of evil people. I keep on stressing that, but God. Oof. Carol Mays. Who the fuck is that? I love that there's like this whole area of like Ys and Istar and Drakes and Dracons, and then it's like, oh, look, there's a person over there. Who's that? Oh, that's Carol. What? Hi, Carol. There is a lone human wandering the streets of Zassus. She's a common of middle age. She walks down the street with a carefree sway, a huge basket of sewing and other work at her side. When she sees you, she freezes, terrified to see a Shaper. She quickly regains her composure and manages a faint smile. Ah, a Shaper. You surprised me. I'm Carol Mays. Welcome to Zassus, city of takers. What's a common human doing here? I've always lived here. There have long been common humans in these high peaks, forgotten but surviving. When the takers came, many of us fled. I found that I liked them, so I stayed. You're a taker? Yeah, I am. The takers are kind of common humans like me. They can be frightening and arrogant, especially the drakes, but they show us respect. I've heard the takers talk a lot, and they are far wiser than people give them credit for. Yup. Tell me about these mountains. They're harsh. These lands can still only support a few. We managed a little hunting and a little farming. Before the takers came, life was safe as long as we didn't go too far west. There are huge Shaper ruins that way. Did you ever know a young woman named Emily? She thinks. Maybe. So it was long ago. I think the records from earlier years are around town somewhere. What do you do here? I make my living assisting drakes in their work. She's growing more uncomfortable talking to you. Shapers scare her. Why do drakes need your help? They are wise and powerful, but they have clumsy hands. She holds up her basket. It's full of delicate tools. When they have fine work to do, like sewing, they pay me. Quite well, actually. Skilled commons will always be able to find work with Shapers. Creations have limits. I could use assistant. I'm sorry. I work for the takers. I'll not work for a Shaper. Excuse me. Before you can respond, she turns and walks off. Yeah, I love the takers. I should probably roleplay something else in one of these games, but man, it's really hard to not be like, Hell yeah, let's have this righteous revolution. It always feels like they're the correct way to go. At least to me. Leadership hall. Yeah, I love everyone shortens it to takers. What are the... Oh, they're takers. All they do is take. They're insane. What's their full name? Takers of Freedom. Oh. Not a name necessarily is accurate, but still. This is the largest building in Zassus. It is also, by far, the nicest. The ceilings are high and the floors are made of fine basalt tiles, carefully laid. You note, however, that the precise shape or tiles of the stone floor have been scratched by the repeated passing of drake feet. The reek of drakes is very strong here. Large numbers of these cunning and barred creations have spent time in here, talking and plotting. Gazers are unreliable. This cryodrake is freshly shaped. He's still young, but the magic in him is already strong. The air around him is icy cold. He grins. His teeth are white and razor sharp. I am Doras, made to defend Zassus and shepherd the Dracons. Steal from us or harm us, and you will pay. Who created you? I was made by Is in Benerius. He is proud of this. I was made specially to guide the Dracons. I am made so that they answer to me. Who's Is? The greatest of us all, so far. No more will I say to an outsider. What is Benerius? The core of our research. It is to the northwest. Go there to receive an early and deserved death. You said you shepherd the Dracons? Yes. We were made to be linked, and they know in their hearts that I must guide them. Until they get my commands, they are free. When I speak, they listen. We are bound. I command them when there are tasks to be performed. There is almost no task they cannot do. They are certainly ready to be slay and devour your kind when the time comes. Hold up. Why do they need controllers? Shouldn't you just let them be free? Dora seems confused. This had not occurred to him before. Finally, he says, Dracons are headstrong and arrogant. Drakes are too, but less so. They need us to control them. This is temporary, I am sure. Uh-oh. Well, we're seeing some problems all of a sudden. Dracons can perform almost any task. What do you need them for? I will not say, Shaper. Such things are secret. But I will say this. There's a gazer who lives south of here. It betrayed us and fled and does harm to us. It is called Melanchon. We will deal with it soon, but we cannot yet. But if you were to kill it, takers would pay. We do not trust your kind, but we can pay blood money if it benefits us. Where did Melanchon come from? The Barzites made it. It is a gazer. Gazers are too strange and unpredictable to be reliable allies. Takers make them only rarely. Why does it need to be hunted? Gazers have an effect on other creations, even takers. Gazers can cloud our minds. It will not be able to affect you so easily. there are ways in which Shapers are still beyond us. Interesting. The Drake guard stares at you silently. Its muscles are tense, ready to spring at any moment. All it needs is an excuse. The key to the dream. They point at us and say madness. We are mad because we dream. Dream of free. Dream of a world where Shapers do not rule. They say it's impossible. Say it can never happen. They are slaves and own minds. We may be mad. We not fools. We know we need power. Now we have power. Power now. More power soon. Those who laugh, they scared. They scared because we get power. If we can fight Shaper, they must take a side. They must be brave. They must choose. Well, we have the power now. We know how to fight Shapers. When will cowards choose? I love how they're written. You meet a servile alchemist. He's old and beaten down. He's missing 2 fingers and most of his fingernails, probably from noxious chemicals and experiments gone wrong. The caustic substances haven't been good for his brain either. He goes about his work, mumbling to himself and pointedly ignoring you. You ask his name. He says, Toivo. His voice is choked and raspy. He continues to work. What are you working on? Toivo ignores you. There's something I'd like to know. Toivo still ignores you. I have another question. He doesn't talk unless forced. Alright. See you later, Toivo. An aging Urglock is sitting guard outside the center hall. It's lived much longer than most of its species. Their inherent magic tends to burn them out quickly. It is lying on its side, resting. You look at its name tag. The Glack's name is Beery. Aw, puppy. And there's Siros. In the center of the city hall, you meet a Drake. He's old. Drakes live a long time, but this one is stretching even its limits. His scales are dull and flaking, and several of his teeth are missing. Yet, he is in high spirits, and his eyes are bright. His body puts off a strange warmth that you can feel even from where you are standing. Strong magic sustains and protects him. He stares at you. In his eyes, you see more than just reptilian coldness. There is an engagement, an actual interest in what you have to say. He is the Taker's hatred of Shapers, but he might be willing to deal with you. He says, I am Siros. I am the leader of the Takers. You have found your way to us, Chief. We have much to discuss. You have, I'm sure, heard we are mad. If that is true, I will explain our madness to you. Tell me about the Takers. All right. All call us mad. Maybe we are, a bit. But with reason. I know your kind have no sympathy for our viewpoint. I will tell you our story, and hope you will see the justice of our cause. I will tell it as it has been told and retold. The Takers were created on Susha Island, in the ruins of the dry and dead city of Kazk, after the Shapers abandoned us to die. The land left us was poisoned, and the plants withered. And yet, we were loyal. The Serviles believed that you created them, and for that, they owed you a debt. Then, as the years passed, they suffered more and more, and they grew angrier. Then what happened? Then, one bold servile stepped forward. His name is not remembered. Perhaps inutile, perhaps mad, perhaps wise. One day, he went to the middle of the square, mad with hunger and rage. He raised his fist and began to shout. He yelled, "Shapers wrong! They torment, they bad! We must take free!" Odd grammar. Granted, those serviles were as educated as you allowed them to be. Where were the drakes in this? A few of us lurked in the hills of Susha Island, quietly raising our small families. We thought we were better than the serviles, that they were sniveling creatures beneath our notice. We were wrong. What happened to that servile? Oh, he was killed. Serviles were loyal to your kind then. The other serviles struck him down instantly. Yet, the idea was planted. As the hard years on Susha Island passed, more and more came to repeat his words. These angry ones called themselves takers. Now we drakes do too. We do this because we will take our freedom from you, however we can. You lost all right to control us when you left us all alone on Susha Island. But that was when the serviles were alone, and the drakes were alone. Then your kind rediscovered Susha Island. Where were you doing all this? Hiding. I even hid until the Shapers came to Susha and started burning every creation they saw. Only then did I make myself known to the Takers. I helped as many of them as I could escape that accursed island. What happened when the Shapers came? Destruction. It is what we knew would happen. The Shapers came back. They came to cause. They saw what the Takers had done and learned what they believed. They responded in the mindless Shaper way with fire. So many died. The rest fled, screaming. There were a few of us drakes there. Me and Rakus and Akat and others. We saw what you did, and we were sickened. We tried to help the serviles escape, and when Zachary and Barzal came to us, wanting to learn more of the power of Susha Island, we saw a chance. In return for our help, we and the Takers were brought to by Zachary and Barzal to these mountains. Once here, we, servile and drake alike, united, and we began to work on the great plan. Why were you sickened? We saw our very existence, the very life of a drake, was made illegal by your kind, and we were furious. Rakus and Akat? Excuse me. They are near, working on the great plan. What's the great plan? Freedom. In the words of our poor, short-lived founder, we will take our free. We will gain power until we are strong enough to defeat the Shapers. They are too wicked to exist. We will beat them down one day. We will fight them until all creations are free. And, thanks to the secrets we have learned and the work we have done here, we believe this is possible. And that is our story. Why have you told me this? Because we believe there may be wisdom in you. The wisdom to turn down the corrupt power you are being offered. The power to control and oppress. Turn on the Shapers. Help us take the fight back to them. Help us be free. We want you to be our ally. We can offer you power. But more than that, we can offer you the chance to do what is right. We do not want to destroy all humans. Common humans do not hunt us. It is only the ones who oppress us, only the Shapers, that we will fight. What motivation do I have for turning on my kind? Besides morality? Let's ask it, though. The Takers are led by drakes now, and drakes are calm and practical creatures. If you help us, you'll be rewarded. You'll be given great power and wealth, canisters and gold, more powerful than your kind would ever give you. Be warned, though, we will make you earn it. Your words have the ring of truth. I might consider joining you in fighting my own people. Sirius nods. I did not believe you would consider it. Shapers are usually immune to justice. However, if you are true and willing to be tested, we may let you fight on our side, to fight for what is right. Siros hands you a small token. It is several feathers, bound by a leather thong to a polished stone. This pass will get you safely past the patrols to the south and east. When you are being tested, it will be of use to you. Yeah, the whole ubiquitous canister economy seems like it might have some shortfalls. In other words, it does make you arrogant and stop caring about other people, which seems to be counter to us actually continuing to be their allies. I have another question. Yeah. Imagine if we rewarded our most powerful and wealthy with artifacts that make them distant and disdainful. Yup. There are obvious cracks. Like, we already saw the other ones, too, where they're like, well, we have to control the Dracons. They're becoming too arrogant because of all the canisters. And it's like, you guys might need to rethink the way that you're doing this. It's the fun part about this game. I mean, fun. I think it's the interesting and cool part about these games. They try and really get away from easy answers to things. Like, even though the Takers, in my mind, are pretty obviously, like, the best option in a lot of ways, they resist an easy solution to the moral quandary that's offered here. Because the problem becomes a lot of the time that, like, to get enough power to overthrow all these things, they might become the things that they're worried about, right? So there's always more issues that get raised up. And none of them really seem to have very simple answers. At least in the first game. This one's been a little more black and white than the last one, honestly. That being said, still miles more morally complex and interesting because of that than most of the RPGs of this time. Do you think the Takers have any chance against the Shapers? Before we came here, I would have said no. Since we've arrived, however, we Drakes and Serviles have worked very hard. We've developed shaping skills of our own. Very powerful skills. More I will not say, except that, yes, I truly believe we can threaten the Shapers. If you defeated the Shapers, what would you do to us? It is a sort of source of great debate. Some want to simply kill you all. However, the Drakes who lead the Takers have a calmer attitude. Those who are willing to serve us and undo your evil may continue to live. Those of you who actively help us may be rewarded with wealth and power for your efforts. Drakes are practical creatures. How can your tiny group possibly fight the full might of the Shapers? That is a secret. Hear this, though. All call us mad, but we are not fools. We would not have engaged in this great work if we did not have a real plan leading to victory. You can help us succeed, and you will be rewarded. What do you think the Shapers will do when they find you? There's only one possibility. They will try to slaughter us. Every single one. When they are done, they will have a sleep of true peace, never doubting that they were justified in their crimes. There is something else I'd like to discuss. I want to talk about the Cholet. Yeah. Cholet have a hidden camp. We are aware the Cholet are not friends of the Takers. They only want the same power, the same domination. The world does not need more Shapers. Someone made spawners to attack them. Do you know who? Sirius nods. I do know. It was us. We sent a Drake infiltrator to assault their forward camp. A minor attack, but I hope it sent the correct message. We don't just hate the Shapers. We hate those who would join or replace them. If the Cholet continue on their path, they will be destroyed by Drakons, same as the Shapers will. Yup, kinda figured. What do you think of the other factions? All fear us. All think we are mad. Yet, we are the only ones with a realistic view of the Shaper menace. In time, they will all be forced to seek wisdom. So, we're probably going to join the Takers at this point, but there's one conversation we have left to have, and that's with the Cholet. Because we've already talked to them before, but they've tried to keep their mission mysterious. They constantly claim that they're merely explorers that want to do trade with whatever peoples they find, peaceful trade, but as Siros is saying here, I suspect that's not entirely true. It really feels like they want the secrets of the Shapers so that they can take over their empire. But for now, it's a little after 12. I am really tired because I'm still quite sick, as you might hear in my voice. So thank you all for being here. It's been a lovely time. We're getting very close to the end now. Because once we side with a group, it's going to start really going to a head very fast. And I'm going to side with the Takers here, I'm pretty sure, very soon. Other than that, though, I hope you have a wonderful night. If you like to stream, those falls mean a lot. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm pretty sure, as long as I don't feel too much worse, for another stream. We're going to kind of get back into the swing of things slowly as I get better. Sorry. And in the meantime, I'm going to host you over to somebody else, so don't go away. And thank you for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll be back with more of this on Thursday. Let me send you on over to... Who do I know that's still online right now? Yo, thanks, Zomba. Damn, 80 months. Really appreciate it. I gotta head out, though, and go to bed. Oh, hell yeah, here we go. T-Jabs is playing Tactical Breach Wizards. This is a game that I got a copy of for review, but I haven't had a chance to check it out because obviously I've been really sick, and we've had all these other games going on, and just been way too busy, unfortunately. But I'm going to send you over to T-Jabs, and you can check that out. They're very, very cool, and hope you have a wonderful night over checking them out. Did you get your sub in? Did you count? Are you real? You're always real to me, Zombub. Have a good night, everyone, and say hi to T-Jabs for me.